Hello guys, and welcome to another PvP commentary. And today we are going to have a long 2vx with Madshadowman here that is focused around fighting Nightblades. And as you can see, there's a lot of Nightblades here, and they're just all coming out of this keep. Here's the first Nightblade opening on us, right on top of us from stealth, a Magblade. So a big thing about fighting Nightblades is, of course, making sure to mitigate the damage that they open on you out of stealth with. And as you can see here, when we pop out of our mist, whereas when he wants to open, because that's when we're weak, we hold our block, retaliate with our own stun into the Berserker Strike, and finish him off there with an Executioner. Nice combo to bring that first Nightblade down. And now we've got a stack of bodies to work with here. Well, just one body, but hopefully we can make it a stack. Madshadowman goes for a massive leap, bringing down another player there. I pick out the squishier player in the back with my Power of the Light Poison Injection, get a nice stun on her here. Madshadowman closes the gap into the whip. I go for the execute. We nuke her down as well. Great target synchronization. And now we're both going to put pressure on this Templar. I dot him up, go for the Berserker Strike, and it just shreds right through him, and down he goes. So the AD are a little shy to re-engage, but they eventually do with a bit of a stealth attack there. Not a huge gank. Someone just hit me with a light attack out of stealth, so I take the stun, break it. Dot this guy up here, hit him with a huge javelin, and there we see the AP tick. We kill him with the Power of the Light Poison Injection at the end there. Very squishy player we hit with that combo at a distance to bring down, and we're just going to do a little bit of a kite back here as more and more Nightblades jump on top of us. A big thing we want to worry about is all of those arrows coming out of stealth. So as you can see there, Madshadowman gets hit from behind with the melee gank blade, and two snipers hit him at the same time, and he gets nuked down. So making sure to use our terrain so that we can stay away from those arrows out of stealth. And there you see I take an arrow out of stealth in the middle of the field there. We quickly go for the double roll, come back behind into safer terrain here where the snipers can't hit us. This guy gets massive combo. Mad goes for the leap, and I just hit the Berserker Strike. Nice little combo to bring him down. Take another nasty Magnum Shot stun. That draining Magnum Shot stun is pretty nasty this patch. There we see we try to get him with the javelin. I don't manage to, and I stand out in the field with my block up, making sure to keep my block up so that when they open on me, they don't get that stun or that big burst damage. And a lot of these Nightblades were hesitant to open. Instead, they go for the fear trap under my feet, and they still don't open on me. And a big reason why is not because I'm tanky or anything, but because simply my defenses are up. The biggest thing I can stress when fighting a Nightblade is just to make sure you've got that block up. So we just keep fencing with these guys on this resource here. Now, this resource is actually not a red resource. This is a yellow resource. So we're fighting these guys kind of in a bad spot where we don't have a great area to retreat to. But as you can see there, we get a nice combo stun there. I try to go for the Berserker Strike, and he does an excellent dodge roll, dodging that big burst, which was really good. If we had hit him with that Berserker Strike, he was pretty low HP. That could have been a kill for us. So we're a little lower resource now. I decide that we got a lot more yellow coming. We got a lot of siege we're fighting under. Let's come back into the tower. So we kill off the guards inside the tower, and I try to kill the guards on the outside. There you see that nasty gank snipe. Managed to just survive it, go for the purge into the heal, making sure to go for the purge right away to remove the damage over time. We can survive on 800 HP as long as those dots don't tick. And Madshadowman goes out, and he ends up unfortunately going down. So now I'm alone in the tower. This guy's rolling a lot, so I throw a lot of light attacks on him just to bait out the rolls. I want to get him to roll as often as possible, and I don't want him to roll my combo when I hit him with it. And there we see we finally get him with the javelin into the Berserker Strike. He tries to CC break after the Berserker Strike, but we follow it up with a quick animation cancel execute to bring him down. And now we have got this Templar here and another Nightblade opening on stealth from us there. Now he opened with Soul Harvest, which doesn't stun, unlike the in-cap ult, which is the Stamorph and does stun. So we didn't take the stun there, which was really nice. We get a good stun off on this Templar. She's very, very squishy. Quick weapon swap off the animation cancel to execute her there. And then we got this last Nightblade to fight here. We hit him with the Power of the Light and pop the Stealth Detect. The Power of the Light's great because it will pop the Nightblade out of stealth when it explodes at the end. So we will get some Stealth Detect in that kind of manner. And there you see we purge his Zon as well. Really great counter to the Zon to purge it. And then, of course, the Stealth Detect is great because we can pull him out if he's on top of us. And here we see we set the full combo, Power of the Light, Poison Injection, get him with the stun into the Berserker Strike. Massive combo to bring him down. Now, this Nightblade here is camping Madshadowman's body. He opens with arrows out of stealth, and I actually hear and see the arrows, so I manage to roll them, get a great stun on him there. He goes into stealth. We counter with our Stealth Detect, weapon swap off the bow bar into the execute to bring him down. and a nice kill yet again. So then I head back to the resource and start flipping it as Madshadowman, I think, went to maybe get a sandwich or something. He's not there at the moment, and I've got this Nightblade on me here, so I keep the power of the light on him. We've got 2 Nightblades opening now, so it's very important that I keep my defenses up and don't allow them to stun me out of stealth, especially with their ults. If I take that nasty defile, it'll be very hard to come back from, so I'm best off just trying to avoid the stun altogether by making sure to keep my mist and my block up. And as you can see, we kite back into the tower, which is perfect because this is where I'll have terrain to actually fight these guys. Madshadowman takes his res as well, so now he's in here to help me fight them too. And here you can see the mag blade opens on me out of stealth. I managed to dodge the attack just randomly. Counter with that javelin into the big executioner there. Madshadowman jumps on him too, and we bring him down. And now we're going to try to flip this resource, and more yellow pile on top of us here. This Nightblade jumps on us, and we pop the stealth detect, but he does not re-engage. He decides that he's going to wait for a few more to show up. Another Nightblade jumps out of stealth and goes for the gank there while we're on the resource, but he just ends up retreating right away yet again, so we're just waiting for the yellow to re-engage with us, and as you can see, they wait until they have a few more players, and we've got a couple here. The guy on the resource we hit with our javelin stun, we hit him with the power of the light into the poison injection, just to make sure we got him dotted up nice, and then do a bit of a kite back to see what Mad's up to, and maybe help him deal with this Nightblade here, and we've just got great stealth detect on this build. I mean, this is the first time that, well, the first patch where Ghost has just run a really great kit to actually counter Nightblades, and there you see again, he doesn't even go for the cloak because he's fought us a few times in respawn now, and he knows we're going to pop him out of the cloak. He tries to outroll it, and we just bring him down, and we quickly, me and Mad, turn to target this player here, going for heals on the friendly player, and I just tanked out the Stam Sork the whole time, just kind of kited him around, didn't really do too much damage because I was able to mitigate it with the movement. And Madshadowman's going to hook me up with a few potions before a lot more AD continue to pile in here. And we're going to open on this guy here, hit him with the, there's the stun, no stun. We just go for a big leap from Madshadowman there to bring him down. And we're just going to do a little bit of a kite here, try to pick another target, go for 2 attempts to stun this guy. He rolls them both. So I go into my mist form and come back inside. After coming out of my mist form, I take a stun, but I don't break it because I don't have to. There's no one on top of me. Just save that stamina so I can re-engage with them earlier. And as soon as we engage, we get a Nightblade jumping on us out of stealth. We got a lot of AoE coming down. They got the siege. I decide to go through them behind the tree and then go up the hill and cast the precog just to throw them off and put them in a position where if they did know where I went, they have terrain to move around in order to get back to me. And I managed to pull back into the resource here. So it's going to be a pretty nasty gank to go out there and deal with these guys on the resource, but luckily they flip it and they decide they're going to come in and fight us, so me and Mad engage with them, and we got a couple power of the light set. Just go for a stun here, looking for a good target right now, circling around. Madshadowman unfortunately gets a nasty smack from these guys here, and he goes down again, so we're going to do our best to fight them and hopefully get the res off on Mad. We go for the heavy attack there into the mist form. Just because the heavy attack, most people think you're going to go into an offensive combo. Heavy into mist is a kind of mix-up that people don't really see coming, so nice little mix-up there. But we're just going to keep moving around this terrain. We try to open on this guy, but unfortunately the player behind him pops the barrier, so we don't have the opportunity to really hit him with a lot of burst. I try to go for maybe a cheeky res here, but as soon as I try, I see the other yellow player, so I just stop the res, roll back around, and decide that I'm going to jump out of the keep here. I want to precog back, but the NPC negate comes down, so I have to wait a second to precog, but I still manage to get it just barely on the end of the precog, coming back up in the tower. And now we've got 2 players here. I get a nasty stun on this Sork. He does not break it right away, takes a lot of damage, and we just bring him down with a couple executes there. And now we've got this Warden standing here, and she pumps all her heals in preparation of our attack. She really should have stunned us and stopped us from rotating the way we did. However, we bring her down and get the res on Madshadowman. So a little bit of time goes by, and the yellow finally come back to this resource, and I'm just kind of sitting in stealth here talking to the stream chat, so you'll see me wake up in just a sec and respond to them. So here we go. We got 2 yellow on the resource. We go for a stun on this guy. He doesn't get stunned, but I still go for my combo because he's focusing on Madshadowman and not doing any rolls or blocks or anything. Hit him with the greatsword ult. He just goes down, and then we're left with a very tanky player. He's got a lot of healing power here, We're just going to beat on him a little bit to wear him down. And there you see that huge burst spike with our Pottle. Madshadowman coming in with that whip as well. And yeah, we're just waiting for more and more yellow to come to our little death trap here. These guys come in here, lower level players, man. We just cut through them like butter. And yeah, enough said. Oh my god, poor guys. And we're going to wait for more yellow to come. This guy is coming on his Nightblade. We hit him with the Javelin stun. Go for the execute. He just doesn't break this stun. Not what he wants to do. He ends up going down there. This Nightblade opens on us. I break the stun and go for the stealth detect. Now, in that moment there, after the stealth detect, we had very low stamina, so we just shield our stamina with Mist Form, but the Nightblade does not re-engage with us. Madshadowman gets ganked by a Nightblade here, but he turns and burns with his Glass Cannon DK, bringing that guy down as well. And at this point, we decide that we're going to go help out with our keep, because red actually flipped his keep, and now yellow's trying to take it back. So I head up to the top of the keep here. We open on this guy here, try to go with the Javelin heavy attack. He's paying attention, so he rolls it. That's fine. We're just going to come back downstairs, reset our buffs, and we're going to reopen on these guys here. This guy, we see on the siege, we hit him with the Poison Injection Pottle into the Berserker Strike. Massive amounts of damage. That was a 30k HP player. Very, very bulky build, and we just cut through him with that Berserker Strike, bringing him down. Now, this Warden goes into her ultimate, gets a nasty stun on both me and Madshadowman, and actually prevents us from stopping the res on this Warden here. So we're just going to reset the combo on him. He's very low HP, but now the Templar is awake, throwing him heals. Goes for that big Soul Assault on Madshadowman. I'm just going to throw a Javelin at the end of the Soul Assault to stun the Templar after that, so Mad gets a little bit of respite and doesn't have to eat the following Radiant Destruction. And we're just going to continue to fight these guys up here and reopen on them. We take a nasty Rune Cage here. I break the Rune Cage and then go right into Mist Form and then just kite back downstairs. One of the players comes downstairs. Mad hits him with a huge leap. We go for our execute to finish him off there, and we just take another Rune Cage. We break it right away as a lot of yellow jump down, and a whole bunch come around the corner as well, so we've got a lot more yellow incoming on this fight now, so we're going to have to be careful. And this Sork opens on us there. We just throw a few arrows into him, making sure we get that Griffin buff, but then we go right back to kiting. Catch this guy with low HP, Javelin into, I think, the Berserker Strike. Cheeky kill to bring him down. Get a nice stun on the guy on the siege here, and I decide to maybe try to wait it out after we get counter stunned, but they do come around the corner, so I break it, and then we move back around, and I decide, okay, there's too many yellow here. Madshadowman has also gone down, so we're going to do a little bit of a retreat. As we pass through this gap here, very important that I stay in Mist Form. It just hides the chevron over my head. They can still attack me, but this way it just makes it harder for people to notice that I'm an enemy player. I go for a jump outside the door here, seeing a lot of pressure from the Sork, etc. The Templar comes in with his stun. I hold block to block the stun, counter with my own stun as he's jabbing into the Berserker Strike Executioner, and we do a great combo to bring that Templar down. Take a little bit more pepper from outside, so I take another peek out there to see what we got. A Nightblade's opening from stealth on us. A second Nightblade. We got a Sork. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go back inside. This is not looking good. We have no real terrain other than the door to work with there. So I decide to come back around the corner, go for a re-engage here, and as you can see, I take a nasty stun followed by a nasty Dawnbreaker combo. We actually just got smacked super hard. Our HP got destroyed there. So there you go, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to see live gameplay from me, you can always check out my Twitch channel. If you guys are interested in submitting content for top 5 PvP commentaries, or even submitting a build to be featured on the channel, you can send it to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. And then finally, guys, we are sponsored by What the Fast. They are a VPN for gamers. They give me better ping to my favorite games, and they're free to try. So I implore you guys to check them out if you get crappy ping. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.